Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Deakin Stadium this sunny but windy morning to watch the first game of the great day of grand finals today. The NPLW reserves this morning, Woden-Weston training on your left right now against Belconnen United training on your right. My name is Jeremy Magan. I'll be your main commentator today, and this morning I'm with Canberra Olympic FC's head coach Andrew Woodman. Good morning, Andrew. Thanks for being here with us. Andrew, you've played with those two teams. What can you tell us about them?
I look, both quality teams, and I think, Belconnen and Woden-Weston, they've had some great recent history in terms of their quality and their reserve grade teams as well, and so I think this will be a really exciting matchup today. Should be a really close one as well. And
before we focus on them, Andrew, I guess a little bit of a word about you and about Olympic. Great season for you. The first grade, the reserves, the under 15 and the under 13 made it to the semi-finals. The under 13 playing the final as well tomorrow. How did that go for you?
Yeah, it's been a really progressive season for us, really exciting, and certainly having our under 13s team in a final tomorrow as well is going to be a great day for them. They're a really quality group of young players that are exciting for our future. But yeah, it's been we've had a really collaborative approach this year in terms of what we're trying to build, our culture as a club, and really great personnel on board, both coaches and players who built some depth. And despite the challenges of this season for everyone, we've certainly really made the most of it, and it's been great.
Yeah, and I think it is a testament to what you've done to that club to see 4 of your 5 teams basically in NPL, right? Getting to the semi-finals. It really shows that you're probably up there with the Belconnen and the Woden-Weston, because them too have 3-4 teams in semis and in final this season. So that has shown a lot in that NPLW competition in 2020, despite the short season. Quickly, we're going to talk about the starting lineup on both sides. So Belconnen will play in light blue as usual. The Blue Devil playing a 4-3-3. Jayla Murphy is the goalkeeper. The back 4, right to left, Monique McLean, Maria Pachi, Mia Georgi, and Bianca Kipton. A few of those players we've seen here and there in first grade as well. The midfield, Sofia Paliwoda, who's an under 17th, Latisha Babic and Steph Hedic, and up front, Leah Carnegie, Rayleigh Ewan, and Nina Zarevac. Same thing, quite a few of those young talents we've seen playing in first grade already. There's a lot of talent in that Belconnen team, isn't it, Andrew?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of these girls could go on and play first grade one day. Some have obviously had a taste of it already, and a lot of quality all across the park.
For Woden-Weston, the Wanderers playing in red and black will be so far on the left side of your screen. The goalkeeper is Lillian Gill. Back 4, right to left, Rosie Hughes, Isi D'Amico, Vanessa Burdett, and Becky Rizzo. Then it's a 4-4-2, so 4 midfielder. In the middle of the park, Jemima Miller-Carton and Caitlin Evans. On the right side, Joanna Biddle. And on the left, Annika Chu. And up front, Kate Walker and Sam Savagnou. Interesting that the Woden-Weston reserve, I guess unlike other reserves in the competitions, are that young up-and-coming side. They're a team of their own who have played together for a while.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think on a day like this as well, obviously that can be a massive advantage for them as well. But yeah, players like Vanessa Burdett, so much experience in the women's game in Canberra, and Kate Walker up front, she's been around for a long time. There's just so much talent across the park, so it's going to be a really interesting matchup.
Exactly, and we can see a little bit of warm-up before it happens. The 3 referees are coming on the field as well. The main referee will be Lauren Hargrave, and Tom Gelatley and Liam O'Rourke, her 2 assistants. Nice that the sun comes out after a rainy last couple of days.
Yeah, so true.
You got to wonder how this Deakin pitch would have cope with so much rain, knowing that there's 4 NPLW finals and grand finals happening today.
Yeah, absolutely. The field's looking in really good condition.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully the girls playing on it will still leave it practicable for the rest of the day. The program for the day, so 9 a.m. in 5 minutes, a bit less even, the NPLW Reserves Grand Final, and then at 12 p.m. the Under 23 Men Grand Final, 3 p.m. the NPLW Grand Final, and then 6 p.m. the NPL 1 Grand Final. We'll have time to talk about it, obviously, all game. We're looking this morning at two teams that are used to be in grand finals. Out of the last 4 grand finals, if we count today, they would have met 3 times. And Woden-Weston has been pretty good for the reserves. Last season they won the final against Canberra United Academy. The season before they did beat Belconnen, and then in 2017 Belconnen had beaten Woden-Weston. It's two teams that we used to see in the final stages, and it's not really a surprise to see them again this season.
No, absolutely not at all. I think Woden-Weston maybe didn't have quite the same sort of strong season that they sometimes have had in the league itself, dropped a few points at times, but I think as they showed last year when they beat CUA in the final, and as they showed last week with their performance against CUA getting 3 goals in the first half, they really know how to step up for finals as well because of that experience.
Exactly, and if you look at the season from Woden-Weston, it almost looked like, if you put that into a game, it almost looked like a perfect game. They had a win very early, and then four ties to just sort of keep their win nice and warm, and then three wins to finish. So they ended up undefeated, 4 victories and 4 draws, and then last week in semi-final they were able, to just qualify to the final by beating CUA, which is a performance in itself.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Belconnen last week, they had a fantastic win against our reserve grade side, and there's so much talent in this team, so it'll be really interesting to see how they go today and whether they're ready to take that next step as a group.
Belconnen undefeated as well, with only 1 draw, two draws again Woden-Weston and Canberra Crush earlier this season, which shows again their talent. And we are a go here in Deakin Stadium, and the kickoff was for Belconnen. The first intervention for Vanessa Burdett here on the left side, and the throw-in for Woden-Weston. Becky Rizzo will do that throw-in. Finds Biddle, and the press already by Woden-Weston. Calls for the handball. Savagno able to turn around and find Rizzo. And Belconnen get the ball back. Hedic on the right side. Carnegie looking for Ewan up front. Ewan the cross. Fight in the box. Zarevac just passed the ball to Paliwada for a shot, but no problem for Lillian Gill.
Yeah, some great use of the width there early from Belconnen.
And now Woden-Weston with the ball. Long ball up for Shu. Walker, pressure behind her, and the ball stolen now. Nina Zarevac, good closing in by D'Amico.
Really positive start for Zarevac. You can see her speed and quality, and she'll be looking to get in behind a lot today, no doubt.
Yeah, I've seen her playing a couple of times in first grade this season, and every time she got in, she scored. And mind you, she is the best goal scorer in the reserve with 13 goals already this season. Performance at such a young age.
Yeah, some great goals from distance last week as well from some of the girls in this Belconnen team. Obviously, Paliwada had a fantastic goal from distance, great technique, so they can score from a lot of areas and a lot of their players.
Yeah, and it's a common theme throughout the Belconnen teams, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Lea Carnegie here, trying to fight the ball with Rizzo, but Rizzo able to clear it out. And the throw in for Monique McLean. Ewan trying to turn around. Good defensive effort by Burdett. Carnegie steals the ball from her feet though. The cross. Oof.
Great ball.
Zarevac tried to jump on that one.
Yeah, you can see Vanessa Burdett's really had a good start. Obviously her leadership's going to be crucial at centre back there and showing that physical presence, and she'll be really having to keep that group organised given the start Belconnen's had.
And Belconnen keep pushing in the box, the cut back, and Burdett clearing that away. Yeah, it is really that a bit of that youth against that experience this game today.
Absolutely.
The Woden-Weston team as is used to play together, has a bit of continuity in it. And Andy, the coach, was telling me yesterday when we had a quick chat that he's known some of those girls for 4 or 5 years. He's coached some of them when he was in Western Bolonglo back before Woden-Weston had an NPLW side, and they've just followed him. I guess they've been together as a group in a couple of clubs, and they just love playing together.
Yeah, it's a credit to Andy as well. Great guy, been around the game for a long time. He's had a super record with so many women's teams, and certainly this group, he knows them very well.
Woden-Weston trying to get the ball out of their half, but already recovered by Belconnen. Patchy, that ball on the side, intercepted, but back into McGlynn feet now on the right wing. McGlynn finds Carnegie. Carnegie against Rizzo again. And
it's a really good start. Really good start for McGlynn. She's a really fullback with a lot of potential. Had a great game last week, and you can see her really trying to get forward early and making a nice run inside Carnegie as well, looking to get that overload.
Yeah, she's forcing Biddle to defend low, which is always a good position to be in when you're a coach. If the offensive wingers have to defend all the way into their last 20 meters.
Absolutely. Carnegie with the corner now. Obviously, she's a really great crosser of the ball, and she can put in a really dangerous ball. It was interesting to see what happens.
First corner of the game for Belconnen. Carnegie also paradoxically the tallest player maybe on the field, but shooting the corner, that's a great cross. Woden-Weston able to clear that one away. And now Annika Shu running and earning a throw-in over there on the right wing.
Well, Belconnen certainly started really well despite their youth. It's a positive sign moving forward in this game.
Yeah, 5 minutes in, and most of the game has been into the Woden-Weston side. I mean, I guess they will want to sort of weather that storm and then be able to get the ball out. When they met this season early on, it was a 1-1 draw, and Woden-Weston needed a penalty in the second half to be able to equalise.
Yeah, and Woden-Weston's a side that they've had some really good second halves this year as well, so they can really build into a game as well. But
here's Belco with the ball. Back into their defence. Now that's Paliwoda. Sorry, Pachi with the ball. Hinton looking for Ewan. Badet pressed by two players, passed the ball to Gill, who's able to clear it out. Good press by Carnegie and Ewan. They are forcing Burdett to pass the ball sort of how she can. Kimpton with the throw-in. Carnegie with the ball at the edge of the box. Rizzo able to clear it, helped by Evans.
Certainly the width's being used very well early by Belconnen, and it's going to be interesting to see how much the midfield players come into play here for both sides as well, if they can get some touches on the ball to help switch the play and maybe get some killer passes through the middle as well.
Exactly, and then keep in mind it is quite the windy morning already, so you can see the balls flying. At least it doesn't go towards one goal, it goes from left to right, I guess, if you're on the pitch and if you're Belconnen. But yeah, it must not make it easy. Ooh, that pass from might have been a little bit dangerous. Avenue was here, but Pachi able to clear the ball out. And Burdett again, pressed by Ewan. Tries to find Gill behind her. Ewan keeping the pressure. Back to Burdett. And Carnegie is on her. Good little dummy. Rizzo. Burdett finds Savanu. Savanu tried to turn around and find Biddle. Good clearance by McGlynn. Rizzo with the throw-in. Good little passage of play for Woden-Weston. But good fight in the middle by Babbage and now Hedich.
Yeah, good to see Miller Carton getting on the ball there as well. She's a really classy midfield player, and she can create some great combination play there as well, and got a lot of experience, so she'll want to get on the ball more moving forward.
And I think that's what Woden-Weston hasn't done in that first 10 minutes, is trying to actually get the ball on the feet and playing those touches. We know that they can do it in the midfield. Just have to keep control of the ball a little bit longer. That long ball forward for Zarevac. Zarevac getting into the box. Trying to cross, but a very good defensive effort by Hughes to clear that ball away.
Yeah, once again, Belconnen showing just how much quality they've got in those wide areas, both at fullback and in their front line.
Savagnou quite lonely to fight the ball up there, but she's still pressing. Georgie able to get on almost to the box. She's still got the ball in the edge of the box. A left shot right in the gloves of Gill. Great effort by the centre back, backing herself right there. Gill with the clearance. But she straight back at her. Carnegie looking for Magdalene on the side, but a little bit overcooked that pass.
Yeah, both teams struggling to string passes together at the moment, but it's definitely good to see some great intent from the fullbacks and centre backs from Belconnen looking to make something happen.
Shu tried to turn around, but good attempt by Palioda. And now Magdalene stealing the ball in the feet of Biddle. Magdalene still. And Mila Carton just clearing that one out.
Positive signs for Woden with Miller Carton starting to get some more control and plenty of talk out there as well.
Ewan. One touch tried to find Carnegie, the header by Rizzo. Biddle with ball to feet, but Ewan came and steal the ball away from her. Carnegie.
It's a great ball.
Great ball for Hedic. Unfortunately, our control a little bit too long. Now Gill to clear it away. This time Savagnou can control it. Good defense again by Belconnen, not giving an inch in space to the Woden-Weston player. Carnegie, I'm not sure if it was a shot or a cross, but dangerous ball in the box.
Yeah, the way this game is going at the moment, it's interesting that, with the momentum Belconnen is starting to build and Woden-Weston are generally giving the ball back quite quickly at the moment. The next 5 minutes could be quite interesting in terms of whether Belconnen can really get one in the danger zone and maybe get one in the back of the net.
Yeah, and you doubt that game will finish without any goals. You know, this season in 8 games, Belconnen was able to find the back of the net 48 times, and Woden-Weston found it 26 times. So it's two very strong offenses, 2 very strong defenses as well. Only 4 goals conceded for Belconnen, only 9 for Woden-Weston. So it's going to be an interesting game to see for sure.
Love to see Hedic getting on the ball a bit more in midfield as well. She's a really assured player for a young player, still a lot of experience at this level, and her leadership will be important in midfield as well.
Rizzo with the throw-in, find Mila Carton, but Carnegie was around. And Woden-Weston now trying to put foot on the ball. Anika Shu. Look for Kate Walker on the right. It's like a bit of precision, and Kimpton will be able to clear that one. The throw in for the Belconnen left back. Playing with Georgie. Back to Kimpton. Palioda cleared it, but Ewan concedes a throw-in. Probably a bit of nerves as well, playing a grand final in such a short season. You know, you don't want to give it away too early. And
yeah, absolutely. I think it's been quite a cagey start, particularly from Woden-Weston, but in some ways from both teams. And you know, players like Annika Shu, even, you know, for Woden-Weston, scored so many goals over the years. They could come out of nowhere and, you know, put one away out of nothing as well. So the more Woden can get some territory, I wouldn't be surprised if they do start to try their luck from distance as well.
Yeah, and Annika Shu is really the player that scores in the important games as well. You know, every single of the last couple of grand finals she scored 2 last season against CUA, scored once against Belconnen a couple of seasons ago, and last season actually in the semi-final when Woden-Weston got Belconnen eliminated, it was all a goal from Shu again. So she's really important up front for this Woden-Weston team.
Yeah, absolutely agree, and great to see her there actually getting on the ball and looking to have that shot. Well defended by Belconnen, but positive signs.
And Woden-Weston with their first incursion, and that's their first corner now, and that's where they can be dangerous, Woden-Weston.
Yeah, certainly. You can see Vanessa Burdett moving forward as well. Got a great record scoring from corners herself.
Shu will kick that corner in the middle of the box. Vanessa Burdett trying to fight for it. Mila Carton with the ball on the edge. Good intervention by Ewan to prevent Rizzo from playing that ball. It looked like Zarevac was offside and the referee did signal it. The Belconnen coach is not really happy with that offside, but it looked offside from where we were.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the last few minutes have been Woden-Weston's best so far, no doubt about it. They're starting to just settle a bit, and players looking more comfortable, some good movement off the ball.
And look, 6 Woden-Weston player all the way up there right now on that free kick by Burdett. Biddle finds Rizzo behind her. Rizzo the pass for Milakaten, back to Rizzo. Belconnen does well to always have a man behind the ball. Milakaten still the ball back, trying to find Savagnou. Belconnen struggling to get that ball away. Biddle trying to be fine on the left, but good clearance by Hedich. Couple of times Belconnen trying to clear that ball and being deflected by their own player, which means the danger is still high for Woden-Weston. Pass unfortunately not well assured by Shu, and Belconnen trying to build this one away.
Woden-Weston getting some really good numbers around the ball here. Belconnen finding it hard to get out of the danger zone.
Shu with the ball. The pass to Rizzo. Rizzo's going to be able to get into the box. Just put a foot on it. Not dangerous yet for Murphy, but that's the first shot on target for Woden-Weston. That rewards that last 5 minutes like we were talking about, where they're definitely just pushing higher, trying to put that defense line a bit higher as well. That's a good ball through.
One of the things that's so impressive about Belconnen's play is the extent to which you can see them really trying to play like their first grade side, and that's a credit to their coaching staff, and these girls will really take a lot from that when they step up playing first grade as well. It makes it very easy to adjust.
Yeah, exactly, and like we said, we've seen a few. I mean, more than half of that side has already had minutes in first grade, and they definitely don't seem to not belong there when they enter the first grade team. So definitely helps to play the same type of football, right?
Absolutely.
And Babic looking for Murphy to give some time to her team to really set themselves again. Find Georgie on the left. Oof. Kimpton followed well, and Georgie gets that throw in. Kimpton looking for Zarevac. She's got 2 Woden-Weston players around her. Yeah, Woden-Weston probably knows that the danger can come from Zarevac. Closing on her really quickly. Savagnou now. Across, and Ikashu try to fight for it in the box, but Belconnen clears it away.
Yeah, Woden-Weston continuing to build some really good momentum here, and it is supported by their experience out there as well, and they're really going pretty hard at the ball now as well. Belconnen is struggling to deal with that a little bit.
Yeah, almost 20 minutes in, and yeah, we've seen the first 10 minutes definitely dominated by Belconnen, and a couple of offenses that could have been dangerous, but ever since Woden-Weston just took it up a notch, and Belconnen is now struggling to build their usual play. Savagnou trying to open up for Biddle. Biddle's got Maglin next to her, but she's able to run around it. Maglin trying to push away, but the ball's still in Biddle's feet. She earns the throw-in. Good fight by Maglin here. Rizzo finds Shu. Paddywood not leaving Shu any space either. Shu still with the ball. She was looking for Burdett, but Ewan was here. Now Carnegie, Mila Carton, preventing her from clearing that ball. Carnegie looking for Ewan. Biddle recovers the ball.
definitely the tempo of the game at the moment is favouring Woden-Weston, and they're being able to influence that more.
And I think what they want is to really prevent Belconnen from having that extra second to set themselves up and to find their pace on the width, and they've done that really well. McLean finds Carnegie. Carnegie tries to turn around, but Rizzo putting a lot of pressure on her, and she gets the throw in. Good turnaround by Shu, and then the pass to Savagnou.
Great play.
Savagnou finds Walker. Great defensive effort by Kimpton there in front of Walker. That pass by Savagnou after resisting Georgie was almost perfect for Kate Walker.
Yeah, absolutely, really positive play by Woden-Weston here, and that experience and some great movement off the ball in that final third. Dangerous signs.
That's the second corner of the game for Woden-Weston. Again, Annika Shu to do it. Looks like Mila Carton might be asking for that ball just on the edge of the box. Straight in the box. Belconnen trying to clear it away. Palioda. Find Georgie. And Georgie clearing it all the way to the Wanderers keeper. Hedich, good pass through for Carnegie. Nice closing by D'Amico. Needed that run from the centre back. But Carnegie gets the ball again. This time it's Mila Carton.
Yeah, really good to see Hedich getting on the ball there. Obviously, central midfield is really important. Both teams have a strong spine, and we want to see Belconnen influencing the game a bit more in that area from their point of view.
Ewan with the header finds Hedich in the box. No nonsense for D'Amico, clearing it away. Kimpton, 25 meters away from it, left shot.
Once again, really positive play from the Belconnen back four. A lot of those girls can play in the forward line as well, and it's a credit to them that they're really trying to make something happening despite the difficulties they're having in midfield at the moment.
Shu finds Biddle. Again, two players around her, and Carnegie. Good through ball for Zarevac, intercepted. Georgie now with the ball. The pass to Zarevac. Zarevac trying to turn around, but I guess miscommunication with Kimpton. And it's a throw in for Woden-Weston. Free kick here shows intervention maybe a little bit too strong on McLean. We're starting to see those switch of play which we haven't seen yet early in the game. But the player on the right wing is looking for his left winger. Carnegie back to McLean. Switching to Zarevac. All the way back down to Georgie.
Yeah, much better from Belconnen at the moment. Carnegie getting on the ball is important as well, but yeah, that switching of play, forcing the opposition to problem solve more, and I want more of that leading into the end of this first half.
Biddle trying to turn around, and she earns that throw in the middle of two Belconnen players. Woden-Weston progressing on that left side. Rizzo again, the header by Biddle.
one of the challenges in games like this when there's a lot to play for as well is sometimes players just force the issue a bit more than what they need to as well, and it'd be great to see some of these girls at times just taking an extra touch or turning out of traffic and looking for that other option to just control the tempo more.
Yeah, come with the nerves of an elimination game, right? And even more in the grand final, you know you could turn around, but you just want to make sure you're safe.
Absolutely, and that's a fantastic ball down the line there from Carnegie.
Ewan with the cross, that's a good cross, unfortunately just behind Zarevac, but Kimpton's running towards it. And Kate Walker clearing it away. A great ball by Carnegie to find Ewan on the right side there. Riley Ewan is also from the under 17th team from Belconnen, which is again a credit to their youth.
Absolutely, and she's scored some great goals this year by all reports, and really nice to see that ball along the deck there from Carnegie as well. And they'll want some more of those as well in those wide areas, but ideally some through the middle as well.
It's a dangerous free kick here on the left side, and Leah Carnegie behind it. That's the kind of free kick that you want to go towards the box, and then anything can happen if it's close enough to the goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carnegie with a run. Far post. Oh, hit the crossbar. Hit the crossbar in the post, it looks, and then in the gloves of Gill. She'll be lucky to see that ball falling back in her gloves.
Yeah, very lucky there for the Woden-Weston keeper, Gill. Super ball in from Carnegie.
A beautiful free kick, hit the crossbar, and then it looked like, I don't know if it hit a player or the post, but just fell back in the gloves of Gill. And on the other side now, Shu running toward the box. Good defensive effort by Paliwoda. The ball still with Shu. Looks for Biddle in front of her, but now the boys in Belconnen's feet. Carnegie trying to resist Rizzo.
It's really good to see Belconnen, from their point of view, starting to play feet more, look up a bit more, and I think Carnegie's been really key in that respect, getting into some great wide areas, presenting well, and good signs for Belconnen.
Yeah, and a minute ago she was shooting a free kick on the left wing, and now she was defending on the right side. Some great effort by Carnegie.
That's a super ball.
Great ball by you, and now it's Zarevac. Zarevac in the box, 1v1, the right foot, beautiful goal.
That's a fantastic football goal. Beautiful movement and play there, and Ewan, what a ball. And for a young player, what a great finish as well. A lot of composure there.
Very composed by Zarevac. That pass.
To Belconnen United, number 7, Nina Zarevac.
That pass by Riley Ewan just in behind the defense, and then Nina Zarevac taking the time to control. Looks like she was basically staring at Gill in the eyes and then adjusting it. A nice little right foot in the bottom corner. 1-0 for Belconnen.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant ball, and that's what they've been looking for, and the execution was fantastic there.
And the ball again with Belconnen. Carnegie was looking for Zarevac, just a little bit behind her. Hedic, Paliwoda. Open up the play for Maglin. That's a great ball, but what a run by Biddle.
Talk about the fact that two quality football teams, at the end of the day, you'd like to think that whoever wins this game is going to have played the best football, let alone be the team that's turned up the most. And certainly the way Belconnen are playing at the moment, if they can keep building on this, they'll put a few more in.
Yeah, they definitely deserve that goal. Maglin trying to turn around, but Biddle with the run. Biddle still with the ball. The pass to Walker. Not in a run, but Walker turns around and still fights for it. Kimpton first to the ball, clears it in for a throw-in. That pass been a little bit more in the center would have been very dangerous for Walker.
Belconnen fullbacks have done a really good job on their respective wingers as well. Despite their youth, they're really not giving them much at the moment.
And here's Woden-Weston. Walker again close to the box, turns around. The pass for Savagnou. Savagnou in the box, try to turn around. Was there a bit of something there? Passes the ball to Rizzo. Looked like a bit of a knock on Savagnou's ankles. Ewan now looking for Zarevac on the left wing. Yeah, you're wondering if she doesn't stand back up and try to look for the foul if the referee gives it to her.
Yeah, I mean, that was certainly a bit of contact there, and but you know, Lauren Hargraves was in a great position, and I think it was a good decision there. But positive for Woden-Weston getting into the box, and they want to do more of that.
Belconnen building again from their back four. Patchy
That's a great play.
finds Hedich in the middle of the park. Good defensive effort by Mila Carton, but Kimpton is here to get the ball back and try to dribble a couple of players, gets a free kick.
Yeah, once again, the willingness of the back line from Belconnen to drive with the ball into space and be proactive is really significant, and particularly in finals games when you've got your skill set, it's a good sign for Belconnen. Really impressive play, that.
Yeah, a couple of runs that we've seen already by Bianca Kimpton, who definitely has the technique and the speed to bring that ball up.
Yeah, absolutely. Kimpton's had a super year. Obviously some great involvement in first grade as well, and playing with a lot of confidence.
Palioda for that free kick. The ball in the box. Back to Carnegie in the edge, but Shu's going to try and clear it, and now bird it. Deflected again by Carnegie. And Rizzo putting the ball out. Good effort by Carnegie, preventing Woden-Weston from clearing that ball away. Ewan finds Hedich. Hedich in the box. D'Amico in front of her. Hedich turns around. And Shu clears it, the ball deflected.
Belconnen's really got a sniff of this at the moment. You can see they're really trying to clamp down and see if they can take this game further away from Woden-Weston before half time even.
Yeah, if that last pass a couple of times does find one of their teammates in fit, it'll be really, really dangerous for Woden-Weston. D'Amico for Walker. Walker needs to resist Kimpton. She does and turns around. Look for Biddle. Biddle is found now on the left side. Maglin still there, always there today. Passes the ball to Murphy. Patchy now for Belconnen. Finds Zarevac for Babic. Babic passes for Georgie straight on Savagnu's feet. The ball is recovered by Belconnen. Carnegie. Now Mila Carton for Woden-Weston. Zarevac came back to steal that ball in her feet.
Yeah, it's a fantastic play by Zarevac, and so many of these Belconnen players are just winning out in these one duels at the moment. And yeah, it's a really it's a credit to the skills of these girls, that they understand how to win those duels so well, despite the physical size often going against them in those situations.
Yeah, exactly, because some of those girls are definitely smaller than their opponent when those duel happens, but the intensity they put in it so far has shown them getting the front most of the time. Savagnu finding Shu. Doesn't have a lot of support, Shu, and miscommunication. She probably thought she was going to find Savagnu in there. Belconnen able to build again. Hedich.
Yeah, once again, Belconnen really looking to switch play through midfield, and players getting into good position to receive balls, and Hedich has been really significant in that respect. Once again,
able to find Rizzo, and again that pass not quite. Oh, good tackle by Giorgino. The ball still in Biddle's feet. The shot, great save by Murphy.
A good strike from Biddle as well. She's got a lot of goals this year, and you could see that she knew exactly what she was trying to do there.
Yeah, to make the most of that missed tackle by Georgie. Got into the box and opened up trying to find the opposite side net. Good save, good dive by Jala Murphy there. Shu with the ball, opens up for Rizzo. Rizzo's got Ewan in front of her. He's able to turn around, try and find Biddle or Savagnu in the box, but Murphy read it well. And now for Belconnen, looks like Ewan is on the right wing and Carnegie is up front. Still that building from the back. Patchy for Georgie. Georgie doesn't have a lot of solutions. She's looking for Maglin on the right side. Unfortunately couldn't assure control, and the ball's given back to Woden-Weston. Rizzo with a long throw for Annika Shu. Her pass straight to Zarevac, unfortunately, and that's a counter-attack for Belconnen.
Fantastic play.
Great ball by Carnegie for Ewan. Ewan getting into the box, the right shot, right in the gloves of Gill, unfortunately. What a pass by Leah Carnegie there.
Yeah, it's great to see Belconnen, keeping it simple as well. Obviously some great passes and combination play there, but not trying to overdo things. Just looking for the player playing feet. And they're really opening up Woden at the back quite regularly at the moment.
Palioda, she was looking for Babic, but good interception by Burdett. Carnegie again. Try to switch the play for Zarevac. The ball in the feet of Hedic. And Woden-Weston clearing it out. Now Babic. The pass to Ewan. Good pass back to Carnegie. Tried a shot from long range, but over the crossbar.
And once again, really positive signs for Belconnen now in that final third, being able to take their time and really look to find feet once again as well. And if they can get a few more passes on the deck in behind there as well, they're really looking dangerous for another goal.
Yeah, a couple of times they did find that through ball behind D'Amico and Burdett, and a couple of times that has been very dangerous. Yeah, Woden-Weston can almost feel lucky that it's only 1-0 with just under 10 minutes to play in that first half.
Yeah, absolutely. If they can get it to half-time just one down, they'll take a fair bit of confidence from that, because whilst both teams have settled into the game to some extent, Woden-Weston's had very little of the ball, and particularly in the last 10 minutes.
And again, Kimpton jumping in front of her opponent. Biddle fighting the ball. Shu before Paliwoda concedes the throw-in. Kimpton and Walker bring that ball out. Yeah, you think Woden-Weston would try and would need to try and find Savagno a little bit more. When she got the ball to feet, she's able to sort of keep it in feet and protecting, leaving the rest of her side to come up. They weren't quite able to find her right in feet yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it'll be interesting to see how Andy chooses to use his bench and how much he uses them as well. Obviously, we've got Anna Vanderbroek on their bench today as well. Obviously, their first grade captain and an extremely dangerous attacking player who could quite easily score a brace in a game like this if she came on with enough time to go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see when she comes in and how much time she gets, like you say, because she could definitely be a game changer for Woden-Weston. The long ball there, header by Rizzo. Shu finds Biddle. Carnegie, good comeback to defend and recover that ball. Georgie for Pachi. Under pressure, gives it to Murphy behind her.
Yeah, great work by Carnegie. She's had a lot of time on the ball in this game, and it's a credit to the forward line of Belconnen United that they're not getting sucked too deep, but they're dropping deep enough when they need to provide that option and help release the ball. And but yeah, plenty of depth and width to work into as a full group.
And Woden-Weston had recovered the ball nicely there, but then Evans lost it. That ball through by Babic for Zarevac. A little bit too long, but Zarevac get the ball back anyway. Trying to dribble Hughes. She does the cross, the header by Ewan, and Carnegie trying to dispute that ball, but Burdett clearing it out.
I think once again, the way Belconnen's going about their football and the similarities with their first grade team, playing with that structure and players understanding their roles is such a big thing, and for these young players to have such a good understanding of that is a credit to their coaches.
Yeah, you can see the amount of work in midweek when the players are playing so well in the weekend. Shu finds Mila Carton behind her. Mila Carton trying to turn it around. D'Amico for Savagno. Pass to Walker. Walker one touch, tried to send Biddle, but Georgie read it well. Georgie intercepted by Savagno. But good defense by Paliwoda. And the ball took a bounce. Now Carnegie got some space on the right wing. Rizzo chasing. Carnegie, she's got Zarevac and Ewan in the middle. She finds Ewan. Good intervention by D'Amico. Crucial intervention.
Yeah, absolutely. Super intervention, because that was a reasonably dangerous pass on the deck.
It's back for Kimpton. The cross finds Hedich. A touch.
Oh, wow.
Hedich going to have a second touch. Mila Carton and Gill worked well together to get that ball back.
Hedich has had a really strong second half to this first half.
Yeah, she didn't touch quite the ball enough in early on, but as soon as Belconnen was able to find her, she's been dangerous. Burdett clearing that ball on the left side. McLean for Belconnen. Doesn't find any solution. Paliwoda in the middle. Pass for Babbage. But Walker's there. Walker, the post for Savagnou. She's got two Belconnen next to her. First time shot. Could have been dangerous. Good idea.
Once again, the way the Belconnen are setting themselves up and in BP is really impressive. And fullback once again, right, getting high and wide really early. Centre back's got time to look at play balls in centrally and really positive.
Shu. The ball on the left for Babbage. And Woden-Weston getting that throw in. 5 minutes left to play in that first half. Still 1-0 for Belconnen. If you're following us, thank you for tuning in on Bar TV Sport or on the YouTube channel of Capital Football. NPLW reserves playing this morning in Deakin Stadium. And so far we've seen a great first half by Belconnen and Woden-Weston, only answering by bursts. Patchy asking for a free kick over there, but it'll be a throwing for Woden-Weston.
I think Woden-Weston are going to really want to step up in their central midfield areas leading to the second half, and a bit more leadership required at the moment as well. And they've got some experience in there with Jemima Miller-Carton, and I think that's going to be really important for them to try and turn the tide in that momentum.
Yeah, a bit more passing football, I guess, is what's needed for Woden-Weston.
Absolutely.
Shu trying to turn around at the edge of the box. The left shot, just out wide. That's what Woden-Weston is dangerous as well. Any opportunity can be a goal scoring opportunity with that experience up front.
Absolutely, and to Belconnen's credit, they've managed to keep most of those shots outside the box up until now. We'll see if they can continue that into the second half.
Georgie, their pass intercepted by Shu. Shu trying to turn around, but Babbage read it well. Couple of balls lost by Georgie here. Tarnish a great first half otherwise. Georgie, this time the long ball for Carnegie.
Jayla Murphy's had a really good first half, not that she's had to make many saves, but just the choices she's making and the tempo that she's sort of setting for her teammates is really on point with what is required in this game for her young teammates.
Yeah, very reassuring keeper. Walker turns around, the cross in, right in the glove of Murphy. And always being available for her teammates to find her as well behind.
Yeah, absolutely. I think most coaches these days love it when their keepers are willing to take on that responsibility. And with a team like this, with this much talent on the ball as well, you want to promote that right from your goalkeeper.
Yeah, and you've had a couple of strong keepers in your side as well, Pahina, Stanton. A lot of teams would be happy with that talent between the posts.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's fantastic when you can see keepers that are willing to play those balls into wide areas or drive them wide, but put it on someone's foot from a pretty tight angle as well, and have the confidence to do that when it's needed. And it's really great to see.
Bilo tried to turn around, but Paliwoda taking the ball away from her feet. Now Hedich. Good intervention by Shu. Starting to play a little bit more physical in the midfield, Woden-Weston.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Savagnou trying to look for Walker. She gets the throw in.
Yeah, I think Shu sort of dropping back into the midfield there, not surprisingly, trying to get on the ball more. They probably look strongest when she has been doing that, but at the same time, obviously, they need people around Savagnou up front as well. So it's a tricky balance that.
Mila Carton finds Shu. She's got Hedich next to her. The pass through by Walker, that's a great pass. And the cross, good foot on by Georgie. Savagnou trying to shoot, but Georgia again here. A lot of composure to get that ball out and finds Ewan. Ewan turns around, she's got a bit of space in front of her. Trying to find Carnegie up front, but Rizzo intervened well, sorry. And now the ball for Biddle. Biddle always has Maglin on her. Finds Rizzo next to her, back to Biddle. Now Mila Carton, the pass for Savagnou. Savagnou for Shu, long range shot.
It's really sensible play from Belconnen, and obviously it's really important for teams to be strong in all the moments of a match. And I think Belconnen's work in when they're not on the ball has been very reassuring.
Yeah, we're in that last bit of the first half, and you highlighted it before. Woden-Weston has a very hard time getting into that box, and most of their shot came from outside the box, which is a credit to that work of the ball by Belconnen. Now Hughes by the intervention can bring the danger. What last time in that first half? Savagnou resists Hedich. Looked for Biddle. McLean was there. Now the ball back close to that Belconnen box. Hughes fighting for it. The ball on the left wing. Biddle will get it, but Carnegie running to her. Biddle turns around. The cross. Look for Savagnou. The ball will go all the way to Walker, and the referee whistles half-time. Entertaining first half, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most of it for Belconnen, really, but Woden-Weston, we can see, can be dangerous on those few offenses they had.
Yeah, absolutely. Only 1-0 down, and they can definitely still win this game, so it's going to be a very interesting second half.
Thank you, everyone, and see you in 15 minutes. welcome back to Jikin Stadium this morning. I was about to say this afternoon, not used to be there during the morning, for the second half between Woden-Weston and Belconnen. It looks like there was not any changes in both squads. The players definitely not warm, and the second half on the way. What can we expect for that second half, Andrew?
Well, I definitely think Woden-Weston are going to want to start really strong here, because they're still well in this game, but also the way Belconnen were playing, they're a team that can score a few goals quickly as well, so big 5 minutes coming up.
And that ball on the right wing there for McGlynn. Good defensive effort by Biddle. Yeah, it seems like it's the same 11 on both sides. Yeah, it almost looks like we haven't seen yet how much Woden-Weston can bring to that grand final.
Yeah, completely agree, and they're a team that certainly earlier in the year as well, albeit not in the finals context, we were up against them 3-0, and they came back and scored 3 in the second half, but Vanessa Burdett actually got a hat-trick that day as well, so they can definitely score goals from a lot of places and quite quickly as well.
Yeah, we've definitely seen a lot of that even in the past grand finals and in all those games against Belconnen. It's always been Woden-Weston chasing and then coming back to get that score, that result. Shows a lot of resilience for that experienced team.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's certainly one of the things that's been so significant, as we said in the first half, for a young team. Belconnen's composure on a grand final day is really impressive.
That ball there for Annika Shu. Finds Rizzo, trying to put Biddle in good space. Biddle trying to turn around, resists McGlynn and Hedich. Biddle with the ball. We want to with Savanu. No, Savanu turns around instead, looking for Walker. The ball over Kimpton, going into the box. Good anticipation by Murphy.
Yeah, it's going to be really important for Woden-Weston to try and get some more bodies forward regularly in this half, because most of the times Belconnen have had the numerical advantage in that final third, and often by even 2 or 3 players.
And if you're Woden-Weston, do you try and attack very strong and do a very strong first 10 minutes, or do you sort of want to see where Belconnen's going to be at and take your time?
Yeah, I think you just got to keep building through a half like this, and one of the things that really is going to be key is their midfield, how much they can actually get on the ball more and dictate, but also when they are getting forward into that final third, the support they're giving from behind, the runs they're trying to make, some third man runs as well, is going to be quite important, because so far they haven't really thrown too many problems to be solved at the back four for Belconnen.
Exactly, and that ball there for Savanu again. Good intervention by Pachi. Walker gets it back, finds Shu. Shu got Carnegie and Babic around her. Finds Hughes behind her. Back to Shu, not precise enough, and that's a throw in for Belconnen.
Yeah, those are the moments that Belconnen will be loving at the moment, when there's the potential for Woden-Weston to maybe just have a bit more composure, find feet, keep it simple, and they're tending to rush in those situations.
Exactly, and Mila Carton here with the ball. Finds Shu. Shu turns around, the pass to Savanu.
More of that needed.
Exactly, Savanu to Shu. Trying to find Walker, through into the box. Walker's going to try and cross before it goes out. Just did it. No, the ball did go out. But that's exactly what we just discussed, right? That 1-2 between Shu and Savanu, and able to keep the ball to feet, and then that nice little ball through for Walker. That's where the danger can come from for Woden-Weston. Murphy finds our captain Pachi. Back to Murphy. Yeah, Belconnen patient, looking for the solutions. Happy to play behind.
Absolutely, that epitomises patience that there, and Maria Pachi's had a really great game. Obviously a lot of first grade experience under her belt as well, and great contributor to this club for a number of years despite her youth.
Good defensive effort here by Woden-Weston. Look for Walker on the right wing, but the ball will be for Bianca Kimpton. Kimpton finds Ewan, try to turn around, but Caitlin Evans is here. And now Burdett with a long ball through, unfortunately a little bit too long, and he'll go straight to Belconnen's keeper, Tyler Murphy.
Yeah, I think, one of the things that will be maybe a bit concerning for Woden-Weston at the moment is that their midfielders seem to be more defensively minded than offensively minded, and they need to focus a little bit more on what they're trying to do on the ball as well.
Shu that passed through. Kimpton has it, but she got Walker behind her and she has to concede the throw-in. Yeah, and here and there you have those nice ball through, but it just like just a little bit of precision.
Yeah, I think sometimes they're a little bit unsure as to what kind of run's going to be made or what kind of ball they want to play, which it makes it hard.
Shu with the ball in the box, the pass for Mila Carton. Walker on the right, the cross by Walker. Pachi and Georgie trying to clear it out, they do. Bit of a dangerous clearance going through the whole box.
Yeah, certainly the way this game is going at the moment, you'd think Woden-Weston's best chance of scoring does look like a drive from outside the box or something if they can get a little bit of space, but having some players combining is going to be important even to create that. And once again, will their bench be used perhaps sooner rather than later as well?
Beetle with the ball. Bit of a miscommunication, and now the ball back in Hedic's feet. Babbage against Walker, great skill. Kimpton on the left side. We've seen her runs in the first half, or tried to combine with Carnegie. Just behind her the pass, unfortunately. And Hughes with the throw-in. Finds Walker, back to Hughes. The clearance all the way to Savagnou. Try to give it to Shu, one touch, but Georgie, good effort. Kimpton.
It's great play by Kimpton, really smart choice.
Murphy, the pass for Georgie, and now Pachi. Again, such composure by the young team of Belconnen, that's really impressive.
Oh, it's brilliant, and that's something we haven't been seeing from the opposition, and it's boding well for Belconnen, continuing to dictate this game.
Payola trying to find Maglin. Maglin with the little shove. And Biddle with the throw-in for Evans. Hedic needs to resist Savagnou, held by Maglin.
Yeah, good proactive play from Evans there as well, really wanting to get on that ball from that throw-in, and that's positive. In the final third, can they create something here, maybe get an early cross in and get Annika on the end?
Yeah, they've been settled in that last 30 metres for the last 3-4 minutes. Cross by Evans in the gloves of Murphy. And Murphy trying to find Babbage, but the ball right in the feet of Mila Carton. Mila Carton with Walker, 1-2. And the cross. Good clearance by Georgie. Good sequence there, Mila Carton and Walker on the right side.
Yeah, positive for Woden-Weston, and nice little combination from Miller Carton and Clark on the side there. Sorry, Walker.
Now the ball for Kate Walker was in Carnegie for Babbage. Babbage looking for Ray Ewan up front. Ray Ewan resists. D'Amico turns around. Vanessa Burdett clears it away. Belconnen playing that patient game to try and link in the midfield. They haven't done it well in that beginning of that second half. Georgie, all the solutions running away.
Yeah, you can see Annika Schu's really stepping up her leadership in that attacking midfield role as well, really trying to control the press, and that's going to be, it's certainly really important for their forward momentum.
Mila Carton here, stealing the ball from Payola. Savagnou for Shu. Shu, the ball through for Mila Carton. Important foot put on it by Babbage there.
Yeah, those are the moments you can see Savannah really looking for someone to run off her. No one came, and it's a shame that they're not able to provide that option for her. at that moment.
Murphy back to Pachi. Savagno's going to press. Pachi finds McGlynn. McGlynn try and turn around in front of Biddle. Biddle steals the ball back. Biddle for Savagno. Savagno turns around. Rizzo. Evans. Evans finds Carton, Mila Carton, sorry, and Pachi clearing it away.
Yeah, really good passage of play from Woden-Weston here. Evans getting on the ball a lot, some dangerous balls into that 18-yard box area, and they're winning the 50-50s a little bit more as well.
And the Belconnen player, the Belconnen bench, sorry, all went to warm up now. Yeah, with this cold Saturday morning, you'll need a good warm up before you can get into that play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's certainly a cold one. Rather be a player at the moment, keep myself warm.
On our little scaffold here, we can definitely feel the whole wind and get a glimpse of that temperature. It's probably even a bit warmer down there.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some quite sunny grand final days in the recent years. Not so much today, not yet anyway.
Paying for the recent years.
Absolutely.
Pachi, the good interception by Mila Carton, but George is going to clear that one away. Ewan, that's a good ball through for Zarevac. Yeah. Offside for referee.
Yeah, so Woden-Weston's managing to press a bit higher at the moment, and their midfield's being better connected to their forward line, and once again some good momentum here for them. So next 5 minutes, wouldn't be surprised if they do create their first perhaps real chance, certainly this half. We'll see.
Yeah, 12 minutes played here in that second half, and definitely opposite to what we seen in that first half. Woden-Weston really settled in that Belconnen half, but you got to mind for the counter-attacks. Nina Zarevac here. Zarevac with the run, the pass just a little bit too late maybe, and Mila Carton was here to intercept. A couple of Woden-Weston players are warming up as well.
Yeah, that looks like it could be Vanderbroek having a bit of a warm-up. Actually, they're all warming up, aren't they? But wouldn't be surprised if we see her soon.
Zarevac in the corner there. Good pass to Ewan. Ewan for the cross, intercepted by D'Amico.
Great rhythm to a lot of these Belconnen United players on the ball and their first touch, and once again, not trying to overplay it, always looking for their teammates generally, unless there's an obvious opportunity to drive forward and perhaps draw a player. Or
again, a good run off the ball by Ewan, who's now in the box. A great shot, just that wide. That run off the ball, making yourself available for that throw-in. The first shot for Belconnen in that second half, off target, but showing some good response, the Blue Devils. Ewan fighting it off D'Amico again. D'Amico looking for Hughes on the side, and that's a throw in for Belconnen. That's maybe when the momentum might shift 50 minutes in.
yeah, it looks like Woden-Weston are surely going to make in their first change as well.
Calls for handball there, play on, say the referee. Hargraves was really well placed.
Great play by Pachi there. Scanning early, super composed, knows exactly what she wants to do.
The ball all the way back to Jyla Murphy. Murphy for Georgie. Georgie taking a bit of pace. Finds Kimpton. That's a great ball through for Kimpton. Kimpton needs to resist to use.
Great first touch.
Into the box, the cut back. Ooh, Vanessa Burdett, a crucial intervention there. Now Savagnou. 1-2 with Walker. Walker back to Savagnou. That's some good play by Woden-Weston. Savagnou the pace for Biddle. Biddle into the box. Biddle gets the ball back. The left shot. Oh, just out wide.
Yeah, unlucky for Biddle there. Really good opportunity and great intent, execution. Not quite the same as at the other end at the moment, but positive.
What an opportunity it was for Joanna Biddle, whose ball, who inherited the ball a little bit luckily after Apache and Georgie were able to clear it. Unfortunately, put that ball all the way wide. The first replacement for Woden-Weston, Caitlin Evans coming out and Tara Montongsi coming in for the Wanderers. Yeah, Tara Montongsi who takes that spot in the midfield, right next to Babic.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what sort of an impact she has, because Evans had a really good passage of play. Maybe she knew she was going to be coming off and was told to really push for that time.
Give everything. Apache clearing that ball, and Belconnen got away with one right now, and they're countering straight away. Zarevac. Now Shu for Biddle. Biddle looked for Savagnou, but good interception by Babic. Carnegie the ball through for Ewan. Ewan won't be able to prevent it from coming out of bounds. Now 2 changes for Belconnen. Nina Zarevac and Maya Pachi coming out. Sofia Dumos, I think, coming in defense. Oh, sorry, not Nina Zarevac coming back. Excuse me, it's Leah Carnegie coming out. I think Nina Zarevac just went to get some instructions. And Kara Cheruti coming in up front.
Yeah, Munoz passing on some instructions to Biddle as well.
And back into play here for Woden-Weston. Throw in for Belko. Zarevac. Now Babic turns around. Good left foot for Babic. The ball to Ewan. Ewan on the left for Kimpton. By Millarcat and Shu. Great job by Kimpton there. Looked for Ewan. But Walker did well to get that ball back, and the throw in is for Woden-Weston. Shu, the long ball for Savagnou. She's got Georgie behind her, but she's trying to get the better of her. She does. The cross deflected by Dumos. Savagnou turns around. Savagnou still with the ball for Shu. Shu with Walker. Walker trying to turn around, but Kimpton clears it out.
Yeah, certainly Shu and Savannah are really starting to show their quality as players more, which is what they're going to need to keep doing. And wouldn't be surprised if either of them themselves gets a shot on goals soon, although having said that, it looks like Savannah's about to be replaced.
Yeah,
so
Savannah's being accepted right now.
But yeah, Vanderbroek coming on, so big moment here for Woden-Weston with Vanderbroek coming on. If she can get a sniff, she can score from anywhere.
Yeah, Vanderbroek coming on, the usual first grade captain for Woden-Weston, coming on for the last 25 minutes of this game.
one thing you can guarantee with her as well, work rate's going to be really high from the start. She'll be putting a lot of pressure on McGlynn and the other backs for Belconnen and really demanding the ball.
Throwing it there. Walker looking for Shu, finds her. Another throw. Walker for Milakaten. Milakaten turns around in the box. And Belconnen clears that one away.
Big moment here in this game in terms of where the momentum's at for both sides, and obviously Woden-Weston really wanted to capitalise because they've had that chance, and Belconnen have been a bit more pressured and a bit more rushed in midfield.
Kimpton, very experienced play here for the youngster, winning a goal kick. And Murphy playing it out to Georgie, who might have to clear that one away this time. She dribbles, gets on the left foot, great pass, and you fit for Ewan. Ewan finds Hedic. Hedic just had to push it, but Milakaten, good intervention. The ball back in Hedic's feet, good turnaround by Hedic. Now Montongsi, the 1-2 with Shu. Montongsi, great ball through. Van der Broek just couldn't get it before I got out. I thought he was going to slow down for her.
Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it? That was quite surprising. The wind maybe played a part as well, but dangerous there.
Good ball by Montongsi after that 1-2 with Shu putting the ball in behind the defense for Van der Broek. That's where danger can come from for Woden-Weston as well. Murphy for Georgie. Milakaten pressing high. Georgie needs to clear it, but only as far as Walker. Now Shu. Got Babic in front of her, and Babic deflect that pass.
Yeah, Woden-Weston are definitely, from a pressing point of view, this is their strongest period of the game, and it's very much once again being led by Annika Shu.
Yeah, Belconnen just really struggling to pass the ball out of their half on that second half. Milakaten for Shu, another throw-in for Woden-Weston. Just over 20 minutes left to play here in Deakin. That reserves grand final. Georgie looks like she took a knock on that clearance. Dumos clearing it out. The header by Rizzo. Zarevac chased by Vandenbroek.
Yeah, obviously in grand finals, players being able to step up at such moments, and Belconnen's got a young team. Be really interesting to see how they can, who's going to step up for them here and really try and turn the tables.
Montongsi, Milakaten, Piro, and turn around.
Great play.
Hedic just stealing the ball away from her. Really good defensive effort. Trying to find her forwards, but Burden was here. Georgie, good dribble to get rid of Shu, and then the long ball, but only on the header of Burden.
Georgie's had a really strong game, traditionally more of a forward, and it's really interesting to see her playing as a centre-back. Played a lot of time up forward for Gungahlin United in the past, and also back in for Monero Panthers. So, yeah, credit to the versatility of her as a player, and her teammates can do similar as well.
And maybe using that experience that she had up front to know exactly what to do against the Woden-Weston forwards.
Absolutely. Yep, know what they're going to do. This will be a really interesting moment here. Vanessa Burden's capable of scoring from distance, let alone putting in a great ball.
Looked like a bit of confusion in the Belconnen defense there with one of the players going to the post. Burden with the free kick out wide. Yeah, Hedic just went to go at the second post, and then obviously he would put all the Woden-Weston players in play. But yeah, she quickly rectified and then went up to the box. Georgie, back to Murphy. Yeah, Georgie again. Not a lot of solutions for her. Clears the ball where she can, and it's on Milakaten. Now bird it. Biddle with the ball on the left wing. Good defense by Maglin. Rizzo. Maglin again in front of her. Hedic trying to clear it. Zarevac. Zarevac turns around.
Yeah, Belconnen's composure's still been really impressive, despite the fact they're finding it a bit harder to get out of that Woden-Weston press. And for a young team, it's still kind of almost, it's sort of a bit ironic. You think you'd see maybe more of that from the older, experienced side, and in some respects, they're playing a bit more like the young team trying to catch up. Execution hasn't been quite the same, but still looking good for a goal if they keep this up.
Zarevac looking for Ewan in behind, or she might find her. Good anticipation, sorry, by Gill. Now Shu. Looking for Vandenbroek. Maglin is here. Rizzo. Zarevac the interception and the pass to Ceruti. Ceruti, oh, that was a good ball. Ewan didn't believe it. Gillian Gill clearing it out again. The wind swerving that ball away. Vandenbroek, the ball through for Biddle. Biddle fights for it.
Great play.
Gets the ball into the box, goes back on the right foot. Kimpton, crucial intervention again. Now Zarevac on the other side, trying to turn around, but Rizzo read it well. Pass to Burdett. Zarevac gets a free kick on that one. Yeah, good use of our body there to keep control of the ball and get that free kick. Paliwoda, a long ball. Burnett for the header. Babic turns around, finds Georgie. Dumos.
Yeah, you really feel that so Vandenbroek's going to get at least one decent chance maybe in behind in this game. Very interesting to see if that plays out, but if she gets a chance, I think she'll put it away.
Babic here, finds Hedic. Hedic the ball through for Zarevac. Zarevac the cross. Ewan with the control in the box, trying to get past D'Amico. D'Amico could put the ball on it. Foot on it, sorry. Now Biddle fighting for it. Georgie and Paliwoda very composed. Ceruti, the ball through for Ewan, just a little bit too long offside anyway, the referee says.
Yeah, Ceruti's done well since she's come on, really fitted in well, plays very similar to her teammates.
Hughes looking for Montonxi, but the ball all the way to Macklin. Kimpton need to resist Walker, but Walker used all her experience to get that ball back. Turns around, the pass to Biddle. Georgie was there. Another duel, Kimpton and Walker, and this time Kimpton just clears it out.
Yeah, Woden-Weston continuing to build momentum in this game. That's probably Kate Walker's best passage on the ball as well, so they're really all building in confidence here.
Definitely intensity in the Wanderer side at the end of that game. 50 minutes left to play. Walker finds Shu on the edge of the box, but on her left foot, gets on the right foot. The right shot, just out wide. Piece of skill to put herself on the right foot there in the middle of two Belconnen players. Unfortunately, her shot not on target yet. Yeah, it's 15 minutes to adjust that right foot. Deflects that clearance there. Gets the ball back. Good work right by Shu again. Resists Zarevac. The ball back to Rizzo. Good game, good fight by Zarevac there. Montonxi gets the ball back though. Vandenbroek for Biddle. But Hedic posts the ball back to Murphy. Takes no risk.
Yeah, the experience of Woden-Weston really coming through at the moment. And physically, fitness-wise, they're certainly going fine as well.
Yeah, which was a bit of a question, I guess. I thought personally that Belconnen, being a younger side, would be pushing through the whole 90 minutes, but that second half has almost be one-sided only. Georgie trying to clear the ball. Rizzo, good anticipation. The ball bounced on the edge of the box. Biddle trying to turn around. She's got Dumas putting pressure, and Dumas puts a foot on it. But the cross following. Georgie clearing it. The header by Mila Carton. Montongzi, ball 2 feet, finds Rizzo on the left side.
Yeah, that back line's being pushed further and further back here.
Rizzo with the cross, through a header, but not able to adjust it. And it'll be a goal kick for Belconnen. Yeah, Belconnen's block really low on that second half.
It's really important here for Belconnen's midfielders, central midfielders, to keep being proactive enough to give outlets to their back line, because the amount of pressure that Woden-Weston putting on here.
That could be Wonderbrook's chance here. She's in the box and need to resist 3 players though. Kimpton trying to clear it. Burdett fights it. And the throw in for Woden-Weston. Walker looking for Shu. She's got Paliwoda on her. She's able to turn around still. That ball through for Biddle. Murphy anticipated well. Just not a lot of solutions for the keeper, unfortunately. And Georgie just clearing it out. All the way to Ceruti, but Burdett anticipates well. Oh, just can't connect quite with the ball. And has to commit a foul on Ceruti to make up for it. Gets a yellow card for it.
Yeah, good opportunity for Belconnen to just take heat a bit here and just try and settle and get some of their own momentum, because it has been really all the other way.
Yeah, Belconnen's block almost all 10 players in Woden-Weston side there, which hasn't happened this half. Yeah, fully without with the ball through. Only on Montongzi. D'Amico clears it back to Georgie for Dumos. Interception by Mila Carton. Now Biddle. The ball through from Mila Carton, but Macklin anticipated well.
Yeah, it'll be surprising if we don't see any more goals in this game, just given that Woden-Weston are looking good for one, and if they don't get one, you wouldn't be surprised if Belco can score on the break, but we will see.
Van den Broek trying to turn around. Babic gets the ball. Georgie clears. Again, Vanessa Bardet. She's been everywhere. Ewan. Hughes, very good intervention. The ball to Annika Shu. Annika Shu, ball through to Biddle. Biddle trying to turn around. She's got Dumos behind her. The pass to Shu. Shu, the shot! Oh, just over the crossbar. What a chance for Woden-Weston.
Yeah, I think at the moment this game can't finish soon enough for Belconnen with all this momentum, and that's Shu's best chance, certainly.
Shot from the edge of the box, just over the crossbar. And Georgie trying to clear that ball. Good drive. That was a good pass for Kimpton. Georgie trying to wake up her troops there. Belconnen with another substitution.
A little bit surprised that maybe Van den Broek hasn't been put more in the number 9 position, because Biddle's a quality player, but there's a number of balls coming in there with that extra bit of, quality potentially on the ball, and just leadership could be quite significant, but obviously they want her out wide.
And Belconnen with an interesting change here. Zarevac coming out, and they're getting a midfielder in instead. Hedic is going to push up. Kimpton playing with Georgie. Georgie trying to resist 2 defenders. That's Pelamako who came in, for Zarevac. Strong intervention by Dumos here.
Absolutely strong. For a young player as well, showing her authority.
Thrown by Kimpton. Looking for McCaw. McCaw with the first ball. Beadle looks for Walker, but Kimpton has it.
Yeah, those are the moments where you want your number 9 to really be willing to hold up, maybe turn the other way, play that killer pass on the deck in behind, diagonal ball. Much higher percentage than to really put one away.
Probably offer that to Woden-Weston. Hughes for Walker. Walker, the 1-2 for with Shu, but a bit too much in it by Shu. And there are 10 minutes left to play now for Woden-Weston to find that equalizer and potentially earn that extra time.
Yeah, it's definitely a game that feels like it's sort of on one level got extra time written all over it, but is this goal going to come?
Babic turns around. Good skill right there on the wing.
Great play.
Nice pass to Ewan. The pass back to Babic a little bit too easy for Damigo to intervene on. And now Gill trying to clear it. Mila Carton fighting between Hedic and Paliwoda. She gets the ball back. Now Hedic on the right wing. Conserves the ball. Good intervention there. Shu turns around.
Great ball.
Pass the ball to Montongzi. Montongzi saw the
Super
run
ball.
for Vanderbroek.
This is dangerous for Belconnen. But once again, the ball runs away quite swiftly.
Great run by Dumas as well, resisting Biddle there.
Yeah, absolutely. Big raps on this play. I've heard a lot of great things about it. Still very young. Very talented.
And Woden-Weston with the ball again. Vandenbroek. Shu. Shu, good fight to get the ball. Shu back on the right foot. Oh, that looked like a foul. Play on, set the ref. Cherotier, oof. Cherotier.
Yeah, it's interesting. Hargrave has really quality ref. She's been letting a fair few things go in recent weeks in terms of some of those physical challenges, so she's obviously quite keen to let the game flow, but it's hard not to give a foul there.
Interesting. I did think that the foul was going to be for Woden-Weston.
Likewise.
But
Still a foul. Yeah.
from where she was, she saw it the other way around.
Absolutely.
Another sub for Belconnen. Hedic coming out. UN will take that right wing. And it's Alice Hodom who's going to take the left wing for Belconnen for those last 7 minutes of play.
Yeah, great opportunity for her as well. The 5 substitutes that have been allowed this year in both reserve grade and first grade has been, I think, a really valuable thing, and obviously more game time for players and can help with the intensity of the game moving forward as well. But I hope they keep that up, to be honest.
Yeah, great for players, even more in grand final. I think great for players to get that grand final experience.
So true.
Biddle for Shu. Montongzi. Montongzi for Walker. The header for Biddle. Biddle turns around, trying to push it to Walker, but Dumos clears it out.
Yeah, there's no doubt the longer this game goes, the stronger Woden-Weston are getting, and probably the best passage of play in terms of passing and movement as well.
Biddle looked for a cross, but unfortunately straight out of bounds, and a goal kick for Belconnen. Just 5 minutes left to play here in Deakin. Can Woden-Weston find that last pass, find that shot on target and that goal? Murphy passes the ball to Georgie. to the box.
It's a credit to both teams how much of a tactical duel this has, in many respects, become.
And George is going to be able to clear that ball after that free kick. All the way up to Adam. Header by Burdett. Montuxi fighting with Babic. Long ball for Montuxi. But Kimpton is here and puts the ball out for a throw-in for Woden-Weston. The ball on the edge of the box for Shu. Shu asking for a foul, I think. Not getting it.
Yeah, it's surprising to be fair, although she stayed on her feet, so, you know, what do you do?
Another counter-attack for Belconnen. Odom with the run and the ball pushed a little bit too much. Gill able to get it back. Finds Hughes on the right side. Pass for Walker. Walker one touch, but a header by Georgie.
Georgie's had a super game.
Kimpton, Macor turns around. Try and keep possession of the ball. Give the ball back to Georgie.
Always looking to find feet, always looking for a great ball.
Georgie for Odom. And Babish, the 1-2. That's a good opportunity for Belconnen to close in. Odom in the box, and D'Amico was faster than her to get the feet on the ball. Hughes. Babish coming to closing. Hughes finds Walker.
A few players slipping over.
Montuxi, a bit too much. Too keen to get onto the ball. That ball back, Maglin, very important interception there in front of Vanderbroek.
Yeah, a number of players have been losing their feet at times, interestingly, despite the dry field, so it hasn't affected the game in a big way, but interesting.
There's Vandenbroek now playing in that number 9 position. A header for Shu, back to Biddle. Biddle to pass for Montuxi, but good interception by Babic. D'Amico gives the ball back to Belconnen. Kimpton. Macor turns around. Pass to Babic.
Great play by Babic, class.
Belconnen keeping the ball to feet, very important for the Blue Devils to finish the game.
Well played.
Well done by Kimpton. Kimpton tried a shot from outside the box, right in the gloves of Gill.
Yeah, there's no doubt that all the Woden-Weston players have really stepped up in this half, building off each other's quality and confidence that's built, but Belconnen, yeah, holding out till now.
Might get away with that grand final if Woden-Weston is unable to score in the last 2 minutes now in the 90 minutes plus injury time. At that, there'll be a lot of injury time besides the subs.
Yeah, you can see Vanderbroek now really pressing the keeper. They know that they've only got limited time to play with now. You've got to play with a bit more risk and press even higher, try and force an error.
Important header by Ewan there. D'Amico back to Gill. Gill trying to clear it out. The header by Ewan. Mila Carton. Now Biddle on the left wing. Tried to pass it to Rizzo, but Maglin was here.
Yeah, McGlynn's had such a strong game right throughout the game. No errors really, and
Great intensity.
Absolutely. If Belconnen can hold on here, it'll be a very impressive win.
Montuxi in the middle, trying to play with her skills, fights and keeps the ball.
Well, it's a great work from McGlynn, getting a crucial touch at a crucial moment.
A minute left here, indicating that NPL Reserves Grand Final. And the Woden-Weston coach really trying to motivate his team for that last minute, but the ball is in Belconnen feet right now. D'Amico for the Wanderers, getting the ball back. Biddle turns around.
Great run from Biddle.
Great positive run. And Babic, shoulder, the referee says. Getting the ball back. Odom. Mila Carton putting a foot to the ball. We're in the last seconds of the regular time here. D'Amico tried to find Beadle. The ball back in D'Amico's feet again. Called for handballs, but play on against the referee. Vandenbroek. The pass wide to Walker. Good interception by Kimpton there, who even earns the throw-in the meantime.
Yeah, all these Belconnen girls have done their roles really well today.
The referee just signaled, I think, 2 minutes of injury time. The ball in the box for Vandenbroek. Vandenbroek for Shu. Shu cross, unfortunately, goes over the crossbar.
Well, Jayla Murphy won't be rushing this goal kick, but to be fair, she's taken her time right throughout the game, which has been invaluable.
And she definitely shouldn't. The pass to Georgie. Georgie with the clearance. Chiruti. Need to keep that ball, but Mila Carton intercepted. Shu. Shu looked for Walker in the box. She found her. The
what
cross.
A save.
Great save by
That is
Jayla Murphy.
massive.
Great pass by Shu, finding Walker right into a run in the box, a yard away from the line, but Jayla Murphy really closed the angle well. Concedes the corner kick. Looks like it'll be the last corner of the game.
Yeah, probably the last chance as well, and you can see bodies all obviously getting forward now. Massive moment here for Woden-Weston and Belconnen to hold them out.
Shu with that corner kick. She looked a bit tired before. Hopefully her corner can still be a good delivery right into the box. Very important clearance by Babic there. Can the Wanderers have another chance? They can.
That's great play. Can they get one more cross in? Well played, Annika Shu.
Shu in the box. The left cross, and Dumos trying to clear it out. Rizzo for maybe the last cross of the game, unfortunately, straight into the goal kick. Hargrave looked at her watch. Very impressive how Belconnen able to basically be passive for a whole second half and to suffer that domination from Woden-Weston, yet not concede a goal.
Absolutely.
Kimpton trying to clear the ball. Vandenbroek. McCord clearing it. Another chance for Shu maybe, but this time it's Maglin.
Back four's been brilliant for Belconnen.
Burdett. That ball a little bit too long for Biddle. And the final whistle by Lauren Hargrave there. 1-0. The crown goes to Belconnen.
In the 2020 NPLW Reserve Grade Grand
After
Final,
two seasons where Woden-Weston was able to take the NPLW reserves, Belconnen gets the title back. Great game by this young side, Andrew, and I think we said it during the game, but we can tell that there's just a lot of composure and a lot of experience in a side that's mostly under 19 years old.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a credit to them that all of the girls in that team are basically young players, and some very young, and bodes obviously well for their future, for their club. But yeah, just to enjoy this moment as well, because they've clearly earned it and showed heaps of character in that second half to hold Woden-Weston out. Great win.
Andrew, thank you very much for being here with us today. Thank you everyone who followed that NPLW Reserves Grand Final. 3 more Grand Finals coming today. The under 23 at 12 o'clock, the NPLW First Grade at 3, and the NPL1 First Grade at 6 o'clock. Congratulations to Belconnen on their strong win this morning, and we will see you again at 12 o'clock. Thank you everyone.